Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech, and we are back in Thunderfall, if you remember this game from quite a while ago, and we have Redundant back with us. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. There has been a lot of change in this game. I mean, you've gone a long way. I mean, just the main menu has come a long way, but I've also seen a lot of the screenshots and heard what you've said about it, and I'm excited to try this out and see how far you've gotten.
All right, let's dive right in.
All right, start game. New game. Oh, there's a load game button. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I grew up in Central.
It's a heavily requested feature, so.
And there's
call me
like narration at the beginning of the game.
That way.
Yep.
I wasn't real old when I started.
Very nice Australian man volunteered to help me out with that.
Yeah. I've heard this before, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, you would not know he was Australian.
No, not at all. He sounds Midwestern.
During the Great War,
Nope.
some Jerry bastard shot him and blew off his left arm.
So I'm going to talk over a lot of it because I actually want people to go and check this out. I want people to go over to your Discord, and I want them to download it, try it out, give you some feedback, all that kind of thing. So we're not going to show the entire game in this video.
The U.S. did one,
but
it was sort of dreamlike for me.
Am I supposed to be turning upside down and getting nauseated flying through trees in the forest?
The U.S.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It'll end with you like, I don't know, like 1,300 feet above sea level, and you'll be looking at a bunch of trees that are incorrectly called.
Okay. That sounds good. Oh, and inside. Ah, that's right, because you're coming into to see the newspaper there. So
yeah, and if you actually, for the viewers, if you actually pause it and read the newspaper, I'm sure you'll find it very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not inappropriate. It's just it's pretty interesting because I have to make it all because I can't use anything from the internet. So I had to make that and have some filler content. So
it looked actually legit to me, but like that was good.
Well, MS Paint will do it for you.
MS Paint, nice.
Yes, I did that in MS Paint.
Oh, that's brilliant.
An accomplishment. Because after I reset my computer, I didn't have Photoshop for a while. So I had to use MS Paint. It worked out all right.
That's cool. I actually really like that. Okay, I'm going to space to skip because I want to get right into the game here.
All right.
As he fades out. Nice. And there we are. We have a gun.
Yep.
Do I have infinite bullets?
Nope.
I have no bullets.
Reload.
All right. I have to reload. Is it R? It is R. Awesome. Nice. Okay. How many shots do I have?
You have 8.
I have 8 shots, and I just fired one randomly. Cool.
Yep. So you should be able to see birds around. I'm sure you had fun with that a while ago. I think you enjoyed that, right?
I saw the birds. I never got to shoot at a bird. I've heard that you can.
Yes, you can. It's
oh!
I had no reason to put it in, but
oh, I just made a bird go boom. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I need to look for my plane and check for survivors.
Right. So as of right now, there's only one crashed aircraft, and that's your aircraft. So the people in the aircraft with you, the 2 other people, are dead. So you won't be able to find them right now. But
spoilers.
Well, come on.
I'm kidding.
There's going to be 3 other planes that are crashed somewhere where you have to go find them and stuff. Check the map guide if you don't know where you are.
All right. Yes, there's map. Hey, let me put it up on the screen right now.
Yep.
There it is.
So, this is the map guide here. I'll run through it really quick.
Is this also done in MS Paint?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's beautiful.
It is. It's a gorgeous map. I love it.
It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it shows the tunnels in the airports and the forts and stuff. So I'm just gonna follow this when I make the new island. So sometimes you just don't know where to go, especially when you're building it from scratch. It's just like, where should I put this? Where should I put this? So I pre-made it, so I know where everything goes, and then I just have to put them in after making them. So, and you can also there's a cheat menu now. So you can go and mess with all those settings there.
I can just set the time of day.
You can change weather, and I think you can add in that item spawner that we had before.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of in development kind of settings that just you need so that you can develop, and
oh yeah,
that's perfectly normal and cool and all that.
I'd be better off, honestly, if I had time to play test it myself, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking for people to play it for me, because I can't.
And even if you did, play test it yourself, you can't find all the bugs by yourself. That's just, it's not possible.
Yeah. Especially when I know the rules of the game and I'm not going to break them, right? Like, I would know not to do this, but some other person might not know. And they would break it.
And you know it's subconsciously. And that's the thing, is it's like, that's, that's the way it works. And in your brain, that's the way it works. And you need somebody else to come along and say, well, isn't this the way it works? Oh, hadn't thought that anyone would think that. So I am at the plane, and open...
Jump up on it, and then it'll complete the objective, and you can open it.
Yeah.
Should be a knife, and it looks kind of like a metal plate.
It does, yes.
Cool. All right, grab that.
20 bars of metal shards. There we go. And how do I get out of tab? It gets me out of that interface. Okay. All right, so I'm heading back to the main island.
Okay.
And the day is going away again.
Oh, I know. It goes pretty fast there.
That's okay. That's cheat menu.
Because see how I work with the saving and loading. If I want to explain it really quick, basically, so every in-game hour, it's going to save your player position right now, just the player position.
Okay.
More as see if it would work. So if you quit the game right now completely and closed it with hitting the main menu or hitting the exit button, it would save it. And then when you load it back in, you would spawn right where you were.
Yeah.
But your inventory wouldn't be the same. So don't.
So don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that right now. But at the very end, we can do that. And just as of, I think, 2 days ago, I saved the objectives. So those are becoming saved now.
Yay.
So, slowly but surely.
All these little things that people don't really think about that need to be done. So I found there is a fallen tree, and I have found it. But before I get too close to it, I want to go back in. I'm going to set the weather to be clear.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to make sure that it's day again. As it slowly clears up.
Mm-hmm.
Takes its time.
Yep. And I'm going to work on making that more progressive when it gets to be stormy. Because right now it could be clear and then just immediately be like a hurricane. So I want it to like slowly progress. So I'm going to have to work on that too.
Weather clear. There we go. It didn't take both of my inputs. Like I couldn't say both time and weather, maybe?
Oh, what you have to do for weather to work is you have to exit the game, or exit the cheat menu. Because what it does in the menu is it stops time completely. So if time isn't running, then the weather system isn't running. So you have to put in the input and then start time again and then go back and do whatever you want to do after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I found the fallen log.
Okay.
But it's telling me, press E to interact with scene. Though I'm supposed to be establishing a means of survival, food.
Right. You can do whatever you want first, basically. It'll just mark it as complete before you have it
okay.
there. Yep.
So I've made myself some shelter, it looks like.
Yep.
That's really cool.
That's not necessarily going to be there permanently.
Right.
That was more to just test out whether you could do stuff like that. And
it works.
We can apply it to anything basically now, since it works, because basically I have the tree, and it's actually, there's two trees. There's a visible one, which is what you see when you walk up, and there's an invisible one that you don't see. So where you press E, it disables the visible and enables the invisible one. and that's what it shows, and then it marks it as a complete objective, and then puts XP in your thing, and so on.
Nice.
But that was just a test.
Oh, I found the box.
Okay, great.
You have to get fairly close for it to actually load in. But
I know that's
yeah.
I already fixed that.
So I found more metal shards, and I found water, and I found nuts and berries that look like mud. So I'm going to put these up in my inventory slots.
Alrighty.
Oh, and the knife. What does one do with a knife?
So that was my way of giving the game a progression system. So you can cut some trees with the knife and get wood.
Okay.
So you can make a hatchet that way, or a makeshift hatchet, or whatever you call it.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm getting wood and sticks and tree fibers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I love that you can make urine. Wait, you make urine from a water bottle?
Oh, yeah, you can do that. You just gotta drink and wait.
It came out your ding-dong or someone else's. Don't drink unless you have nothing else. Wouldn't it be better to, say, drink water instead of turning your water into urine?
Yeah, well...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We gotta go Bear Grylls on this one, though.
I guess if you want, right? All right, let's see what I can craft. Ooh, a wooden bow?
Right, and that's where this checklist here comes in, because I have plans to add Japanese natives and their houses.
Oh, and we haven't actually mentioned the checklist yet.
Nope. And I've got... I'll talk about it right now while you're looking for water, I think.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right, so basically I have this checklist here, and it's got, like, looks like 14 items maybe. And this is just for version 19, so I'm going to just skim it really quick. We have finishing the tunnels for the colon-shaped island, which I pretty much am almost done with, so I can actually mark that off my list here.
Tunnels?
Yep.
Nice.
So I can show you those. They're kind of buggy right now, but that's all right. They're there. And then we've got the next ones are creating the smaller islands and the largest island. I'm working on the largest island right now. I think I sent you a screenshot of it. Should be pretty interesting.
At some point in time, yeah.
It's pretty massive comparatively.
Oh, okay.
Because just like imagining how large the patch of grass it looks like on the smaller island is, and then you can see like just how massive the new island is.
Oh yeah, because I mean I'm on the small island right now.
Yeah.
And it's pretty reasonably sized, especially for an early game,
But yeah, so my goal with this checklist is to get as close to the end game map setting as possible. Because I have a limited time constraint here of about a year to finish the whole game. So I need to get it done as fast as possible, but as efficiently as possible.
Why only a year?
Well, with my career and stuff, because I'm not going to be a game developer. So
what?
It's just a hobby for me. So it could be a backup if I really wanted it to be. But with my career and stuff, it's going to be really difficult to find time for this. I mean, I might be able to find time, but I don't know why I would want to risk it. Plus, I feel like I can finish it in a year, so.
Okay. So is it possible to get things like gunpowder and whatnot in the game yet?
Nope, not right now.
Not yet, okay.
No. Like I said, that's going to be something that's going to come in a little bit later, once I finish the larger island and put in all the forts and stuff, because you're going to loot those.
I can get a backpack.
Yep, it's not very functional right now.
It has a question mark on it.
Yes.
And it doesn't actually give you what it promises. Okay.
Nope. So, the backpack, the purpose of that was to extend the player's inventory space.
Yeah.
So right now it's only 6 slots, or maybe 12. I think 12. Yeah, 12. But it would extend it to 24.
Nice. So, well, that would be handy.
And then I know the last time we talked in an interview, you were very interested in the staying hidden aspect of the game. With like the stealth part.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you have to... Yeah.
So I have plans for that written down here. It's right under the checklist completion mark. So it'll be in the next version after this one. And I'm just going to call it a hidden meter, I guess. So it's going to be, quote, a game mechanic that uses the number of items crafted combined with the amount of objectives done, times discharging a weapon, etc. to decide how well the player is hidden. And if it gets too high, enemy patrols will be strengthened, and possible objectives will change. Maybe they send out like a wing of enemy planes, or like a a flight of enemy planes and they go strafe you or something.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's where the decision-based part comes in, because if you get like too detected, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So,
you don't want them to
also,
even know, like, you don't even want them to worry that you might be there. Like,
right.
But
and it's gonna get more complicated too, because in the checklist here I have the Japanese natives, and of course they're gonna tell their military that you're there, but you have to make decisions, which should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, because there's going to be a whole storyline to this as well. So is there going to be some moment where you've got to decide between saving somebody and staying quiet kind of thing?
Yep.
Nice. I like that idea. I finally just found my little tree base, and I have made a chest. So I'm going to put a chest down.
Okay.
I'm hiding. I'm going to hide all my stuff.
Cool.
Nice. Oh, thank you. Shift click works. Excellent.
Yep.
I am so happy about that. Okay, I'm going to consume some more berries. Okay. What else can I make? I can make a campfire. Oh, I don't have anything because it's in the chest. That was dumb. I can make a campfire. And what else can I make? So I made a makeshift axe. I need to find fuel for a torch. Do the bow and arrows or spear actually work?
Yes. The iron spear I think works. I don't think the wood one works.
There is no iron spear.
There's no iron spear? Maybe I have it opposite. I know, because there's two types. Remember, one of them was functional, one of them wasn't.
Well, there's only one spear here, so...
Okay. Well, now you know.
All right, I'm going to make one. And I'm going to make a wooden bow.
Yep, the bow is functional.
Whoa! I found a bug.
Found a bug. Uh-oh, where?
So, I was trying to figure out how to split a stack of wood so that I could put some in the campfire that I just made.
Okay.
And right-click and drag didn't do it, so I was just kind of playing around with dragging it, and I dragged it kind of in between rows in my inventory, and it disappeared.
It completely disappeared. Are you sure you didn't drop it by accident? Because I know when you drag it off, it drops in the game. So
okay. That's possible. Let's see.
It's probably it's going to look like a little baggie, probably.
Oh, actually, it looks like wood, and it's right here.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. So how does campfire work?
It doesn't.
I think that might be the problem. I dragged it into the campfire. So do you have a nice long list of like known bugs? I've
got like a giant Google Doc, and it's like 8 pages long. Full of stuff, which partially I completed and partially I haven't. So it's going to be a pain to go through at the very end of this update and see what I can knock out.
So the spear. Oh, I just figured it out. So you hold down the right mouse button, and then you click with the left mouse button, and it throws it. Nice. And you get, it looks like you get 3.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Wait, where are the birds?
I don't know if you can spear the birds. Give it a shot.
I see no birds anywhere.
Yeah, it spawns 2 every, I think, 6 hours in game. So in real time, that's like 3 minutes, I think.
Okay.
So every 3 minutes, it spawns 2 directly on your player. And then what they're going to do is rush away from you as far as they can go. And then the system is going to detect if they are, I think it's like 100 units away from you. Basically, a unit is like a meter. So once they're 100 meters away from you, it's going to kill them. So you need to just look around.
Stop moving.
Spawn
yeah.
and just book it. They're going to spawn and just book it out of there.
That's funny.
It's a pretty bad way of dealing with that, but...
Yeah, well, you know, temporarily. You got a lot of temporary you got to deal with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was actually thinking of getting somebody to help me with the project, but then I realized I wouldn't have time to direct them what to do.
Well, I mean, 3D modeling, I think, would be the biggest thing.
Yeah,
for
that
you.
would be something I could outsource a little.
Yeah.
But everything else I'd want to do in house because a lot of it is just me trying to figure out why I want to do this way and etc.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier for me to just do it than explain it to someone else who's gonna do it for me. Maybe.
So it's right click to aim, click to fire. Nice. And it does it use up yeah, it uses up durability. Okay.
Yeah. And the water, if I think it's the new water, but that's gonna be the finalized water. That's gonna be the
So not the water
finished
that's here.
Unfortunately, the water in this version is not the new water. The new water is a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Just looks wise, and it runs smooth.
Okay.
Very, very smooth.
That's nice.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll look at that the next time. And speaking of the next time, I think we're going to need to end this here.
Alrighty.
I think I've crafted pretty much everything, everything that actually is useful, which is fun. I like your crafting system, and I'm enjoying this. I mean, there's obviously not a whole lot of content, and the building system is gone, right? The actual...
Yes, actually, for right now, it's gone until I rebuild it completely. I have to rebuild the building system because I want it to tie in with that, like, discovery aspect, like whether they see you or not.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna have to write that into all the code. So, I'm just gonna pause it, put it on pause for now, and then in the next version, I will see what I can do to write that in and put it in the game.
I saw a bird. I want to shoot the bird with a bow.
I don't know if the bow would kill the bird actually, because the shooting doesn't work the same because it's a physical object. With the guns, it's like a raycast thing where it just sees where you're shooting, and then it just adds like a explosion type thing there, and it adds damage to the object. But I don't know if it works the same way.
Thank you once again for showing us your game as it's progressing and as you're working on it.
Yeah, no problem.
It's always fun to see how things are moving along and what it takes to actually make a video game. I think there's a lot of people out there that don't get it. They don't understand how difficult it is and how much goes into it. I think it helps. I think it helps the whole community. So I appreciate you being very...
Thank you, actually, for doing these interviews because it's given my game some publicity.
Oh, good.
It's awesome because I have a small player base now, so...
Excellent. Well, speaking of which, if you are enjoying watching the production and development of this game, make sure to check down in the description. There's a link to Redundant Studios Discord where you can become a beta tester and you can get a copy of the game. You can give him feedback on bugs and, you know, what's going well and what's not going well. And you can also just watch the kind of the development. You don't have to play the game to watch the development. You post screenshots to your Discord.
I think I post a screenshot a day, I think on average.
Okay.
Some days I post like 20 and some days I post 0. But if you're interested in joining, definitely this is the time because once we go public, the beta alpha tester role is going to disappear and the people who had it are going to be in the credits. So if you want to be in the credits, you need to join and become a beta tester or alpha tester.
There you go. Otherwise, keep an eye out for another update in the future. I think we're going to do these every like 6 months or something like that. And
sure.
Or whenever there's major changes to the game and it looks, you know, and there's something to show off. I think these are fun.
Yep.
I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.